Giggity. I think I need my sunglasses. We're gonna roll without my sunglasses today. And we're gonna do this. And we're gonna hope that, oh, there we go. And we're actually gonna turn that one on too, just in case it works or not. I don't know if it's gonna. And it is surprisingly not busy here today, so we're gonna try and do it. Oh no, really? This old lady, I just watched her come this way. So I was like, I've never seen her go up no name before. And of course, that's where she's choosing to go. Because this is the lady that has the dog that tried to attack Nari a year ago. Which sucks. We'll just give them time. Maybe they'll. I don't know how fast she's going to be moving, but we could go up a different way. I kind of wanted to do Nessa's route today, but we could go up. Could go up the other way. Go up Backbone and then do a big loop that way, maybe. I don't know what shirt do I got here. Kind of don't want to get this shirt sweaty. Just use this one. Oh, here we go. Of course, now everybody is going to be showing up. What is this lady doing? She hasn't even left. Like she's gone 50 yards up the trail and now she's not going anywhere. Oh, now she's finally going. Oh yeah, she's struggling. If we would catch her in 5 minutes. That sucks. Oh well. Yeah, we need to get some water in here. We need to get some waters. Where did we run yesterday that you drank so much water? Where did we run yesterday that you drank that much water? She really drank a lot of water. And I drank a lot of water. Didn't we just do scratch gravels? Like a little 10K? It wasn't even a 10K. I mean, I guess it was kind of warm there towards the end. It was really cool here up until about 10 minutes ago. Okay, I need this up here. No, you're good, sweet girl. You're good. Just had to grab that. Put you guys on. Come on. Come on, change. There we go. And now I feel like I need to grab my sunglasses. I didn't want to. Because we'll be in the frickin' trees for some of it. Especially on the backside. I think maybe we'll just go up Why are you all crooked? What is going on with my gimbal? I am so confused. Like, I don't know what is going on. And I try and center it and it just stays like that. Am I tilted that much? Like, what is going on? I think we'll just go up Prospect, I guess, because we're gonna catch that lady. Of course she chooses. I've never seen her go up that before. And of course that's where she chooses to go. So, but we gotta get going because I got a lot of stuff to get done today before I leave. Get that started. Oh, yeah, we're going this way. Get up this trailhead since more people are showing up. Or, one person showed up. I don't know where they're at. But we'll get out of here before more people show up. Because it is right about that time. Probably that the older people show up. Yeah, we're almost 8:30 now. But surprisingly, there's like nobody out here. Like, look at that park. There's like nobody, but it is so smoky. Like, that smoke rolled in last night. I woke up today, my right sinus was all clogged, and I was like, what is going on? I didn't know it was smoky outside. And then I look and like I get out, look outside, and I'm like, holy cow, it is smoky. Oh, see, she's ready to go this way anyways. It's like she knows. Because we always go that way. That was weird. That was kind of crazy. Oh, I bet you my Wi-Fi was on. Gosh dang it. No. What is going on? Hold on. There we go. Somehow I don't know, why is my Wi-Fi on? I'm so confused. Like, there's no reason. Why is my Wi-Fi on? Somehow my Wi-Fi is on because my phone was connected to it. And that's why my stream all of a sudden, because I got far enough away and it's like holding on to the Wi-Fi. What the heck is going on here? But yeah, it is so freaking smoky out here. So smoky. But we are going to just do this really fast, and then I really do not like going up this way, but that's fine. And then I gotta pack my drop bags for my race this weekend, because no, we're gonna go to the right, sweet girl. We do go that way and come up the backside of Mount Helena sometimes, but I can't stream that because there's zero signal once you get around the little bend right there. Whew. Haven't warmed up yet. This is no joke either to go up. Yeah, I don't necessarily like going up this way because it seems everybody will be like, well, power line's the hardest because it's the steepest. Going up this way is like, it's like that magic, like right in the middle between steepness and distance, that it's the hardest. It's like, steeper than everything except for power line, but longer than power line. So it's like, I think this is technically probably even longer than 1906. But 1906 has maybe a couple spots that might be as steep as this, but they have a spot like some spots that's not as steep. This is just, it's like grueling. You're just stuck at this freaking whatever grade, and it's super rocky and just not my cup of tea going up this way. I didn't bring a freaking I forgot a battery. I have 100%. When we started, my battery or my phone was at 100%, so I should have more than enough. But for some reason, the multicast seems to take twice as much power, which doesn't make any sense to me because you're still just transmitting. It's not like you're double transmitting. Makes no sense. Whew. Holy cow. It's nice and cool in the shade. Like first I just found there was a nice cool breeze, but the breeze is gone away. I might catch a little bit of it at the top, but for the most part that breeze is gone. And that sun now is a little bit higher, so it's starting to feel warm. Trying to push myself. Where does that go? That trail never existed. Right there. Oop, right here. Goes off that direction somewhere. I've never seen that one. Like no name. There's no trail that connects to anything down from this level. I'm so confused. I'm gonna take my doggo to the vet because her throat is not getting any better. I don't know if they can do anything for it or not. And it's worse today because the problem is she makes it worse when I have to put her on a leash and then she tugs on her freaking collar on her throat and tries to choke herself out. And it was always worse. Like when we're out in the middle of nowhere camping, I never have her on the leash. So it gets a lot better. always so busy though that I don't know when I can get her in. I might have to call and see if I can maybe get a emergency appointment. They're a little more expensive, but they usually have a couple of those available. Maybe see if I can get her in on Tuesday. Problem is it's really the only day I have, because next weekend we have to be in Colorado, so I think I have to be there by Thursday, which means I have to leave here Wednesday at the latest, and I'm not even gonna get back here. I should, depending on how my race goes, of course, I should be back here Sunday night, but you never know. If I have a horrible race, it'll be Monday at some point, and I'll get back here just in time to pick her up from the dog sitter, and then have to like pretty much just go. and then I have to bring her back, like leave there, come back here, and then I'll be dropping her off up in Great Falls for a couple weeks. Whew. I'll be in Mammoth Lakes, Mammoth Lakes, California for 2 weeks. And then come back here and I have 3 weeks, I think. So I'm not pressured to really do anything. Me and her can just pretty much chill. Like, I'm gonna take some time off from running. We can do more hiking, do some hikes maybe. But I need to figure out when hunting season is, because I want to do some hunting. I drew a special tag this year for deer, so I don't want it to go to waste. For elk, I just have like general elk tag, so I'm not too concerned about that. My legs are starting to warm up, so I can do little spurts of running up this. It's not too bad. It's like, yeah, 11% grade is all. Well, this right here is even less. It's 5%, but it's gonna get back up to, I think for pretty much this little spine right here is about 18% for most of it. It's less than 20. I know that. I don't know why is my signal so bad? I can see I have line of sight on multiple cell towers from here, including the one that's downtown, which is like a quarter mile away, which is my cell tower. I ate way too much food last night. I don't know why I did that. I guess I felt like doing it. some reason. Moved a little bit of that breeze up here. Makes it feel a little bit cooler. But today is supposed to be really hot. About 5 degrees warmer than yesterday. And then it's supposed to get freaking cold again. Welcome to early fall in Montana, where you go from 95 degrees high one day, 24 hours later the high is 73. That's normal. Although this is the first in, would they say 5 years? Where we did not have a triple digit in like a triple digit high, which is unusual. I think 2020 was the last year. I wasn't here. I was in DC. And even that was like the first year in like, I think the previous time before that was like 1988 or something. So like 20 plus years. Like I said, it's very unusual you don't have at least one triple digit day. Normally we have at least, I don't know what the average is, probably. I don't know, actually. It always seems like we have like 20 days every summer, but that's probably incorrect. We definitely have like some high 90s for that long, I think, with some triple digits sprinkled in there. But I think the highest high we had this summer was 98, so pretty close. But and then today we'll get, I think it's supposed to be 95. Yesterday was 91. Smoke is getting to me. Like I'm going for a run. It's like your nose is, it's more drippy, like it's being irritated. Guarantee it's the smoke. I'm guessing the fire that's just to the west of us here, probably for these last couple days of some pretty high temps, it probably flared up again. They were able to make some progress on containing it with the 3 days of rain and cooler temps that we had last week, but I'm guessing it probably flared up a little bit. And then hopefully with this next few days of cooler temps and rain we're supposed to get again, that'll help. I think on Thursday, or tomorrow's Thursday. Well, yeah, maybe it's tomorrow. It's supposed to rain. Either Thursday or Friday. It's like 80 some percent of chance of rain, so pretty much 100% chance it's gonna rain. And like I said, it's supposed to get like 20 degrees cooler for the highs. I don't know what the lows. Sometimes you think that, oh, well, if it's going to be 20 degrees cooler for the high, then the low is going to be 20 degrees cooler, but that is not the case. A lot of times the low stays the same. Like today, I don't know what the actual low was, but I think it was like 55-ish this morning. Like I said, it was nice and cool. And it'll stay about that same for the lows, I think. Like I said, this is like not as steep, but that's why I say for me this is worse. Like over on Power Line, it's steeper but shorter, so it's like you just grind out that a steeper, but it's over quicker. This is just like steady, constant grind for twice the distance, but a lesser steepness. Like if I was in better shape, I could run a lot of this. And this isn't even the steep part. The steep part is hog back. Because what are we at right here? We're at, yeah, so this is only a 13% grade. I thought it was like 16, 18, somewhere around there. No, 13% grade. So very much runnable if you're in a decent shape. As long as you can pick your feet up. Because it's super rocky. But we'll get up to the top and then we'll go back down the second half of Nessa's route. I guess it'd be really the last 2/3 of Nessa's route. For us though, it'll only be halfway because the front part is longer on this route. I didn't eat a lot for breakfast either, because I ate the last of my more breakfasty stuff yesterday. I didn't buy anything yet because I need to. That's one thing I need to do is pack my. First thing I need to do is pack my drop bags so I know what I need to buy from the grocery store, because I'm gonna be putting stuff in there like, you know, Oreo cake stirs and goldfish crackers, you know, that type of stuff. Just to have, which you might be like, well, they'll have items like that at the aid station. They will. I'm gonna be trying to be as fast as I can, so those are just things I'm just gonna grab and put in my vest. I'll still partake from the aid stations. Whew. I don't think I have any. Oh no, I was gonna use the 90 grams. That should be good. I say I didn't buy any singles for gels, but my plan was to just use the 90 grammers. Those are easier to have anyway. I'm gonna go this way. She wants to cut over. I should just let her go her route. pretty much we've picked a route, or she's picked the route, except for right there. I guess down at the bottom she wanted to go left. Whew. I should just let her pick a route at some point when I'm not live streaming, because she already wanted to go somewhere where I don't have signal. So this is not steep, so we'll try and do a little running on this. And it's not as technical either, which is nice. Though, oh, my dog's behind me. I was like, where'd my dog go? Once we hit hog back up here, there's no running on that. Running down it is hard. It is big rocky steps, really steep. Oh man, I'm freaking tired. More quick. Okay, now we're definitely not doing any running, because it is steep and rocky. I would, even if I could, run up this steep of a trail. I would not. I would trip and fall, because as big as these steps are on a lot of this, I would not pick my feet up high enough to run. It's like trying to run upstairs. Go crazy. Not picking feet up enough, I know. Telling you. Then you get to be a old man like I am. I got like the old man ultra shuffle thing going on. I'm not that old, but that's what I feel like when I'm running. The age is definitely catching up to me. The last like 3 years, holy cow, I've noticed how freaking, like, I just feel twice as old. I've even started to age a lot quicker. People used to always be like, I like think I was in my low to mid 30s, and yeah, that ended a couple years ago. Now people, when they try and guess my age, they guess exactly how old I am, versus, so I aged like 12 years in the last 2 years as far as my looks go. But it doesn't help either that I put on about 20 pounds that I have just not been able to get rid of. Now, a lot of that's just because I love food. I have a unhealthy relationship with food. I mean, it is technically I do have an eating disorder because I eat way more than I should. I do not eat healthy portions. Yeah, I mean, I'm working out. You need to fuel what you do, but it's like I'll burn, you know, I'll go for a run, and depending on what kind of run we do, of course, you might burn maybe 300 calories. But then I justify that. I'm like, oh, I can eat this entire cake, which is like 4,000 calories. That is my problem. And I do know I've always had an issue with my triglycerides being all out of whack, because I love my sugary stuff. And then that doesn't help, because then your cortisol levels are all out of whack, which then is why I have this extra 20 pounds around my belly that I can't get rid of. And it's not stress, because like when I have the opposite, like if I'm really stressed out, like if my stress levels increase, I'm not eating as much as I need to, that kind of stuff. I need to, after Mammoth, I'm gonna go on a good, like, I'm really gonna work hard at getting back into shape, like a healthy weight, and eating healthier food. So I'll bet you I haven't had a checkup for a long time, but probably my cholesterol's all out of whack, and if my triglycerides are all out of whack, I start getting almost like pre-diabetic. My blood pressure is all out of whack, all that kind of stuff. And I've always been able to, well, most people can fix all those issues just by their diet. And I've always been able to. It's like, if I just make a concerted effort, like my biggest issue with like my cholesterol has always been, it's not that my cholesterol is high, it's my ratio is all weird, because my HDL is so low. And back when I was getting checked all the time when I was in the military, every year, they actually had to tell me because you're supposed to fast ahead of time, and they had to like, I was one of the exceptions where they're like, do not fast, because my levels would be so low when they went to check my cholesterol that they couldn't even get a reading. But I've always struggled with my triglycerides. I need to cut the sweets out of my diet, which when I do that, Like I won't be able to cut it out entirely, because most nutrition for running is heavy on the sugars, because it has to be. That's your fuel. That's your quick source fuel for running. But see, I'll also eat, like the other day when I was down in Bozeman, I was like, and I was over on the side of town where there's a grocery store there that makes these cookies that are my favorite cookies in the world. It's basically a iced ginger cookie, and they're so good. And so I went over there and bought a dozen, and they were gone within a 24-hour period. Dozen cookies, 24-hour period. Or like 2 weeks ago, I was at the grocery store. Well, it was more than 2 weeks, I guess, 3 weeks ago. And in their discount bin, they had half of a pie, like a ginormous pie. I don't know if it was like peach or something, Marion Berry maybe. But it was, discounted, so it was like $3 for this entire half of this ginormous pie. Well, I'm like, well, that's a hell of a deal, and I like pie. And then I was looking, and they had another one too. So they sell like an entire pie for $13. I got 2 halves, so an entire pie for $6. I'm like, this is a hell of a deal. Like, they sell these tiny little individual pies for $3. And I was getting that for a half a pie. So, did you touch the circle, sweet girl? Somebody has been graffitiing where the circle is. Somebody decided they needed to carve in their name or something in the rock. Oh, it is so smoky out here today. So smoky. You can't even see across the valley. You barely see the scratch gravels. Look at that. That is horrible. I wonder if they had another fire start somewhere nearby. Whew. But anyways, that night I ate one of those half pies, like in one sitting. That's like, conservatively speaking, that's like 4 slices of pie. Ginormous slices of pie. Hi, sweet girl. Hello. Hold on. I had to take a picture. Sorry, there's probably a blip in the matrix as I took a picture. That's too good to not take a picture. Okay, so we're gonna go down this trail right here, down back, and then down in the little draw right there, and come around the front of the mountain. So from right there to right over there, which is not quite a half a mile, probably a little less than that. Well, it might be a half a mile. I don't know. It's hard to tell, because you kind of go back this way, and then you come around, and then you do this, whole thing. But the signal goes in and out, so just bear with me. Because for some reason, even though they have, if I can show them to you, right there, they have radio towers on top of here, and there's actually cell emitters. Well, you only see one of the towers. There's another one over there too, but the cell emitters only transmit that direction. They have nothing coming this way. It's like, you have a tower up there, how hard would it be just to make sure you have 360-degree coverage? So, but they don't. It sucks. There's a town back here, tiny little town. It's more of a community anymore. Like, they don't have a post office or anything anymore, called Unionville, but there's a lot of people that live back there. 0 cell service, Nobody has any cell service back in there. That's why I can't do the ridge run, or back in the south trailhead. I can't live stream that. But, although I'm putting a rig together where I can have my Starlink, and it would be hiking. I wouldn't be able to run. I don't think I'd be able to run with it. I might be able to. I don't know. We'd have to see. But cause I just think it would like bounce around all weird with a Starlink hanging off your back. But I'm going to try and do that, so then I can start doing more of these, more in the backcountry type of live streams. I think it would be fun. Like climb Casey Peak with you guys would be fun. Although once you get to the top, or not even to the top, like 3/4 of the way up, halfway up, you get cell service on Casey Peak. Just at the bottom where you don't. So I could live stream the top part of Casey Peak no matter what. But going up Casey Peak, yeah, I mean, I can run it. I can push pretty hard and run big portion of it. I mean, there's definitely some really steep parts that I can't run. But if you want to enjoy, I think, conservatively speaking, probably 2.5 hours to the top if you just hike it. Because it's about 5 miles. Now me, I mean, 5 miles I could probably hike it. I'd easily be able to maintain even a 20-minute mile pace, so that would be like an 1.5 hours to the top per hour 40. So you can definitely do it under 2 hours if you're not pushing too hard. The good news is we have avoided the old lady and her dog. Very annoying dog. Well, the old lady's annoying too. I don't know who's worse, her antagonize people, harass people, and dogs and everybody. It's like, get control of your dog. And yet, the animal control never catches a dog like that. And if it definitely takes care of these dogs that are perfectly well behaved, you know, and the dog might just have him not on a leash, or the owner might not have him on a leash to throw a baseball or something like that. And it's like, hey girl. It's like he'll go out of his way to go give those people a ticket, but yet these dogs that are just out harassing people and stuff, they never do anything about. Like, I took a video of this dog doing what it was doing at the trailhead, including when I finally went back home. Not because the owner like called him or anything. He just finally just wandered over there and just was sitting at the door waiting to go in, And then the owner finally let him in. Sent that to animal control. I was like, hey, this dog, you need to do something about it. But it's like, I sent you a video, you have full evidence of it. Oh well, we gotta witness it, you know, ourselves, this type of thing. It's like, no, you don't. You have the video evidence right there. My guess is, I mean, being that they live right there, means they have a buttload of money. So somehow that the owner's right there. Why is he squeaking so bad? What is going on? That's so annoying. It's probably really annoying for you guys having to listen to my freaking, it's my water bottle. Try and take some water out of it, maybe that'll help. But because they're like, them wealthy individuals. They probably have some sort of influence, so they won't do anything about it. They catch a toe and stuff out here. Hello. They're doing this whole thing where they're pretty much thinning this out again for, I don't know what their reasoning is here, because I don't know if it's for beetle kill mitigation or wildfire prevention. Freaking full exposed. Okay, they're thinning out more trees here. They just did this last year. Like, what the hell? And I complained about it last year, and now they're doing more? What the hell? What the helly? Makes zero sense to me. It's like you already got rid of 2/3 of the trees. Now you're getting rid of even more. And it's like last year when they did it. They got rid of all these mature, healthy trees, younger, healthy trees. Mostly the younger stuff. But it's like, you know, and then they left all the freaking trees that are having beetle kill damage, like issues, because there's you can tell like a season ahead the ones that are being affected by beetle kill, and it's like by some, because he started 3 fires scattered around this whole area, and then they finally caught him. And it's like next year is going to be dead. This one right here, you can tell already starting to show the beetle kill damage. Get rid of those trees and leave the healthy ones. But no, they're getting rid of the healthy ones. You know, this is last year's beetle kill right there, and it's still barely hanging on a little bit. And then this one right here is showing beetle kill damage, so it's gonna next year be dead. It's like, get rid of those trees. But no, we're gonna get rid of the healthy ones. I just don't get it. Like I said, they were out here last year doing this exact same thing, so why are they out here again? Getting rid of more trees. But I don't know, that is the Helena Forest District for you. Although I think this is still managed by the city. That's what I don't get. But Helena does a horrible job too. Like the Helena Forest District, I mean, not Helena City. Because I'm guessing, if I had to guess, Helena City probably has like a agreement with the Helena Forest District, because you go a quarter mile that way and you're in the Helena Forest District. It looks like they've been chopping down trees over there too. Yeah, well, let's go. Oh, you see peoples? Oh, okay. It's okay. Yeah. Hello.
Morning. Hi, Babs.
She is, yeah. Yeah, she's my training partner. And see, this is all last year's stuff right here. So look how thin the forest is now, and this used to be nice and thick. And that's what they're doing over there now. It's like, why? Get rid of it. And now, and as you can see, there's like a beetle kill. That one's suffering from beetle kill. Like, there's gonna be half as many trees out here because this one right here is beetle kill. Beetle kill. Like, it's like you got rid of all these healthy trees and left the ones that are showing the early signs of beetle kill. got rid of at least 4 trees right here. I mean, there's one of them chopped down. And this tree right here is beetle kill. Like next year, it's gonna be dead. I'm not even a forestry management science like graduate, you know, and I know this stuff. Like I watched the guy. Where were we? It wasn't here. I think it was Mount Ascension, because they're doing the same thing over at Mount Ascension. And I watched the guy that was going out marking the trees to cut down. He was very like random on it. It wasn't like he was you know, looking at the trees and being like, okay, we're gonna get rid of this one because it has some damage and this one looks healthier. He was essentially just counting like every, you know, leaving one out of every 5 trees, you know. So he'd be like, well, I think he was actually marking the ones that to save, not the ones to get rid of. So it'd just be like, he'd just count trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. This is the one we'll save. And it's like, then the other thing that makes me mad about it too is like, they cut down these trees last year, yet they never like got rid of them all. Like they never chopped all of them up to make a pile like that right there. But like all that wood right there, you know, scattered around here, it's all like would be really good firewood. There's so many families out here, low-income families that have like, you know, wood stoves, and like wood is their main means of getting like some heat, you know, for the winter time. Hello.
Good, have a great run.
You too. Okay, come on. Now I really wanted to play. She was having fun. But it's like you could, you know, because this is all city, so you could contract somebody to come in and gather all this wood for firewood for these families in need. Like, it'd be very easy to do. We used to do that. Like when I was married, there was a church we used to frequent, and we always, as a church, would go out and cut firewood and take it to families in need, because, you know, it'd be mostly older people that, see, they're getting rid of all these trees in this area. Like I said, they did it once last year already. Freaking weirdos. But anyways, mostly older people that can't go out anymore and get, you know, go cut their own firewood. Because I think to cut your own firewood, it's like a $10 permit or something like that. And then because they can't go out, they can't, and then they're older, you know, so they're on a fixed income, so they can't, it's not like they can spend, oh geez, I don't even know what the going rate is now, probably like $300-400 for a cord of wood. It's like, probably more than that. I'm probably way off. That's probably like 1990s pricing. Because I have no idea how much stuff costs anymore. doggos over to the right. One of them was taken off to go say hi to Nari, but she just took down the trail to go on this way, so I don't know what that dog's doing. I don't think the owner's paying attention. But, there's the old Chevy, as to why this is called the old Chevy Trail. And it's like, to me, I've said this in the past, but to me, I look at that and I'm like, it's not an old Chevy. I think it's like an old, like when you talk about like old Chevys, you're talking like, you know, 50s, maybe 60s. Something's like, what, late 70s, early 80s? Man, that means I'm old. It's like I saw a video of some lady the other day talking about how she remembered she was being all nostalgic. Not really all nostalgic, but she was like, I remember going to the, you know, the grocery store when I was a kid, and just, you know, they'd always have this music, this old music, you know, playing over, you know, in the grocery stores. And now she goes into a grocery store and there's all these bangers playing from when she was, when she was a teenager. And then all of a sudden she's like, wait a minute. She realized that now she's old. All these bangers is the same age. Yeah, music is old because you know what I'm trying to say. And when did things change? Like, I don't get it. Some things with so, you know, like 10 years ago, you know, before 10 years ago, let's put it that way, all these people, you know, the baby boomer generation, they were called boomers. They were way older than me. Well, then 10 years ago, like all these Gen Z folks started calling everybody older than them boomers. Millennials, Gen X, everybody was just a boomer. Okay, boomer. And then now, like, everybody's like unk status. Like, where did that come about? I don't even necessarily know exactly what it means, but I mean, I used to always joke that I am beekeeping age, just from that one cartoon where she's like, how old is your dad? Well, she starts off by saying, like, oh, this is cute, your dad keeping bees. Something kind of cute about that. And she's like, how old is your dad? Well, obviously he's beekeeping age. And she was like, I want to F your dad. So I used to always joke that I'm beekeeping age. But now I'm probably a little older than beekeeping age. Oh man, this section used to be so nice. Like, you had so much shade and everything here. You ain't gonna get any of that now. I don't get it. They can say what they want, but this was a healthy forest. Not so much now. Because now what's going to happen is, again, you're going to have some of these trees that are going to get killed by bees, bees, killer bees, by beetle kill. So you're going to have that issue. Plus, I mean, most of these trees are probably like close to 100 years old. They're not going to live much longer. So now they're going to die just from natural. And there's going to be 0 trees to replenish. What's the number 1 rule in this house? You replenish. I don't know what's wrong with this boy. One of my favorite videos. The guy takes the last like soda out of the fridge and doesn't put more sodas in the fridge, you know, like another 12-pack or whatever. So the mom like goes off on the kid, like, you didn't replenish. And then the dad gets involved, like, you know, almost like, what the hell, I thought we raised you better. And then they even call like other people in the family, like, what do you do when you take a cold soda out of the fridge? Oh, you replenish. That's what I'm saying. Well, supposedly so-and-so, he feels like, no. And he's like, what the hell's wrong with your son? You always replenish. That comes up a lot because one of my friends feeds her dog like with a farmer's dog or whatever, fresh food, and you have to keep it frozen. And so every day, you know, you take one out, put it in the fridge so it'll thaw by the time the next day comes around for food, but she never replenishes. So then her poor dog has to wait an extra like 2 hours to get food because she has to wait for it to thaw enough that she can eat it. And she does like the quick thaw. Does like a quick thaw on it, puts it in warm water. But it's like, I'm on board with her dog, and I'm like, what's the number 1 rule? You replenish. Oh man, this is so bad. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, this used to be such a nice forest. Exact same thing that they did out at Scratch Gravels where we were at yesterday that I was showing you guys. We had this beautiful, you know, all this new growth where you just would wind through the new growth. You had all this shade, all that kind of stuff. Now, it used to be fully in the shade right here. Look at this. Now that they cut down all these trees, all you feel is the heat from the sun now coming through. Ridiculous. Now, I will say the one nice thing, or the one positive aspect of them doing this is, because this was always in the shade, late fall, like early spring, mostly early spring, but you could never run on these trails because it would just be solid ice, because it never gets any sun or anything, because the sun sits so low in the wintertime. But so at least now this opened up, it won't be as icy, because even with microspikes on, you would slip around on this because it would just be, you know, like 2 inches thick ice on this trail. I don't know why my dog's going so slow. I guess we're just trotting along, I guess, which is fine. She can do that. Yep, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. battery. You're doing good, sweet girl. It's okay. You can go this speed. I wouldn't be going much faster anyways. Oh, now we're stopping. Stopping to smell. Now she's picking up the pace. Because this is I mean, we're still going uphill. It's a very runnable uphill section though. Like you're talking, I think it maxes out at like 6% grade. Right now, I think we're probably at about a 3. Although it does get a little steeper right here. But we have to go up over this little spur coming down off the mountain. And then we have a very short, small little downhill. And then we climb back up over the next spur. And then it's downhill from there. They did that on Powerline a few years ago too. Like all along Powerline, they send out the trees, and that route, not only is it super steep, so you're gonna be working hard anyways. This is the steepest route out here, but you're also like facing wherever the sun would be for most people, or you know, when most people would go in the daytime. Like the sun is just right above you pretty much. Especially in the summertime, that's the track that the sun follows until it gets over the top of the mountain. So now, since they thinned it out, you get zero shade. You are exposed the entire way. Alright, this is our last little climb. It's not too bad. Look. Alright, come on, you. I think I had a GSP, and they were both kind of looking at each other. Like, should we play? I don't know. That was so funny. Obviously, these people don't understand the rule either. Well, where uphill has right away. I have zero clue. This trail is not wide. It's like going around that other guy. I pretty much had to climb off the trail. It's like, dude, you're going downhill, I'm going uphill. I have right away. Now that second guy, he went off the trail, so he knows. And he stood to the side. That other guy though, he didn't care. It's like whatever. Oh. Yeah, that's our last uphill. And look how smoky it is. You can barely see the city even. Definitely can't see across the valley, that's for sure. You can barely make out Mount Ascension ahead of us. It's like nuts. Just keep going. We're almost done now. Now we have like, well, from there back is half a mile, so we got what, maybe 3/4 of a mile? I don't know. think we're that far, really. Oh, well, my goal for my race this weekend is just to finish under the time frame, under the cutoff. But if I can do under 30 hours, I will be elated. If I can finish under 24, that's like where I wanted to be. Well, I really wanted to be under 22 when I was shooting for a podium spot. But if I can go under 24, that would be like the perfect race for me based upon my current fitness level and all that. So, because I'm not going to try and push myself too hard, being that I have my 200-mile race here in like 3.5 weeks. So, because I need to be able to recover. Now, normally I do pretty good recovery from 100 miles. Like my last 100-mile race took me, like I was running again 2 days later. So hopefully if I just take it easy, that'll be the case this time as well. But I think, like, I'll still do I still want to do a couple more, at least one more long run after this race, between this race and my 200-miler, and then a couple higher intensity type stuff. But I think mostly it's just going to be us taking it easy, enjoying the outdoors, more hiking than running, because a lot of these climbs during the 200-mile race, there's no way I'm running them. So I just need to do more hiking than anything. And even the downhills, they're pretty freaking steep and punchy that I think it's out of my, with tired legs, it would be out of my ability group to be able to run down a lot of those downhills. So I think doing some power hiking will be better for me than trying to do a lot of running. But even like right now, I'm not even like hardly breaking a sweat, even though that sun is hot. And we're just kind of, bebopping along at a 12:20 pace right now. I would be happy with that. Now, if I find myself this weekend being in a podium contention, then I'm probably going to push myself. The competitive side of me is going to push myself. So we'll see. I don't think I will, though, because it's usually pretty competitive. So I think your winner is going to be right around the 21 something, I will bet. Probably 21:30. Probably third place will be, around the 22 hour. So that's why I was shooting for, I was originally training for a sub 22 is what I was shooting for. But because you go up and down that rim 6 times total. Well, you climb it 6 times. I don't know if you go down them 6 times. I think you go down 5 times, you climb 6. But none of them are like huge climbs. Like, you have a couple climbs where you're doing 3,000 feet, but most of them are only like, 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet. I mean, Mount Helena here is 1,200, depending on which way you go and where you start from. Scratch gravel out there is like 1,400 from where we normally do it. it's very much doable. I mean, really, profile-wise, like distance and elevation, most of those climbs are very comparable to what scratch gravel is. So I think I'll be able to do pretty good on those climbs. But I'm just gonna have fun. I mean, if it comes out, like when I get there, I don't even look to see who's signed up for the race. If I get there and I see some people I know, you know, that are just going out there to have fun, I might just stay with them, because I want to enjoy it. I don't want to break myself. Okay, I'm going to put her on the leash. Never want to do anything for 24 hours straight. Good morning. Barely for you, huh? Well, yeah, I guess it would be. What time is it here? It's 9:44 here, so it would be barely for you. Okay, come here, sweet girl. Alright. Sorry. I gotta put you on the leash. She's like, no. Yeah, thank you. I was gonna put the phone right there. Yeah. I'm gonna put the camera right there. And you, hey, what are you doing? Will you let me? You weirdo. Technically, she's on the leash, so she's just taking herself. She's got it in her mouth, so even the leash is being held on to, so she's good. Oh wow, there's a lot of people out here now. This parking lot went from, what, when we left, there was, what, maybe 4 cars in the parking lot counting us? Now, there's, what, maybe 20? Oh, this way, all right, this way. Hey, you gotta hold on to your leash. What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself in trouble. I don't see the dog Nazi out here, but I don't want you to get in trouble. We're not going for another loop. Where are you going? She's like, oh, we're going for another loop? No, we're not going for another loop. Frankly, there's nobody down here. Same 3 vehicles, us included, down here. Get out of here, freaking thing. Rest day for you today? Awesome. Okay. Today is pack day for me. I gotta get my drop bags done. All that for my race, so I leave here today to head down to Arizona. Probably not leaving until later tonight. But it'll probably be, because I gotta drop her off with a friend tonight. So it'll probably be like 7-ish probably by the time I take off out of here. And then I'll try and get maybe 4 or 5 hours down the road, so tomorrow isn't such a long run day, because I don't want my legs to get all stiff. And then Friday I have to go and check in for my race, so I'll still have to drive probably 4 or 5 hours on Friday, and then I go check in, and then I drive over to the little camping area for the race, which is like half a mile from the, or no, it's about a mile from the finish line. And then I wake up at like, I don't know, 3 in the morning or something to catch the shuttle to the start line. on Saturday morning, and then hopefully I will be done by mid-morning on Sunday at the latest, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, some plan, and then I'll be back. I'll probably live stream the part of the drive down, live stream the drive up, so I can give you guys a recap of the race. I won't be live streaming any of the race. There's no signal out there. It's pretty remote. Like, there'll be portions of it where there actually is signal, because it's kind of up by the Payson Pine area of Arizona, but no, I won't be live streaming any of it. Only because I don't want to have to carry all the extra gear. Since I'm self-supporting this race, I want to travel as light as I can, because I'm gonna have to carry extra stuff on me all the time, just since I'm not gonna have a crew or anything like that. But yeah, mostly we're just trying to get our hard rock qualifier. That's it. So if I'm feeling good, and like I said, if I feel good and somehow I'm in contention for a podium, then I'll push myself. But otherwise, whatever. As long as I finish in the time frame, I'm good. And I'm not even sure what the cutoff is, to tell you the truth. Maybe 40 hours, 37 hours. It's got to be more than 37. 37 sticks in my mind for some reason, but I don't know why. Maybe it is 37. 24, so that'd be another 12 from 24 would be 36. It might be 37. I think it is Sunday night is the cutoff, so maybe it is 37. But it's definitely what they call a graduate level race. So it's a hard rock qualifier, so it's not like you could go out and do it. It has 30-ish thousand feet of vert, so it's pretty technical too. There's a lot of rocks on the trails, but anyways, we're gonna get going. I got a lot of stuff to get done today before I take off, so bye everyone. Maybe I'll go live while I'm doing a lot of it. I don't know, we'll see. But bye everyone, love y'all. See you next time. It'll only be on Twitch.